Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook.
All right, Paul, thanks very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Sports Call. And we are powered, of course, by FanDuel Sportsbook. We're taking your calls, 412-575-2600. You can also tweet me at KDPomp tonight until 11 o'clock. And we do have a lot of stuff to get into. The Penguins are currently in Vancouver. We'll update that as we go. But overall, they're playing very good hockey despite an assortment of injuries to star players. Steelers and the Jets, I'd like to hear your take on that. And quite frankly, this is going to be opposite of what we saw last week when Buffalo came to Pittsburgh with one of the best pass defenses in the NFL and one of the worst run defenses in the NFL. So instead of running the ball a lot against Buffalo, the Steelers decided to pass the ball early and often, which was fine to show that Devlin Hodges get down the field, but then it became too much of a one-sided pass versus run ratio, and there were more passes at the end of the night, 38-15 against a team that gives up a lot of rushing yards. And today what we saw Buffalo do was give up 158 rushing yards to New England. That opened up for play action, and New England took advantage of that, and they dominated time of possession 39-21 basically to win that game. But tomorrow, the Jets have the opposite sort of challenge. They are not very good against the pass, but they are real good against the run. A lot of that is dictated by game situations, but still, they're third against the run, which means you would think the Steelers would come out and try to run the ball, especially since James Conner will be back for a second week in a row, seems to be healthy. So that should be fine. We'll find out if they do it, or if they decide to get tempted to go against that pass defense, which has given up some big plays. The Jets have won 4 of their 5 games at home, but they've also given up some big plays down the field. Conversely, the Steelers' defense might want to tee off on Sam Darnold because he has been a turnover machine. Le'Veon Bell will be jacked, you would think, for this game, and he's coming off his best game of the year. He's not had a very good year, and quite frankly, the headlines in the New York Post today called it Bell's Hell. A visit from the team that probably he should have stayed with to make more money and to have a better chance of winning, but instead he went through what he went through and decided to leave Pittsburgh, and so there you are. But it should be an interesting game. As I said, we're going to be on the air at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow with our kickoff show, followed by the NFL Today on CBS, then the game, and then 2 hours of postgame. So call me with your take on what you expect in this game. And again, to set it up for you, because the Texans won today and clinched the AFC South, that means the Steelers now really have to go 2-0. They can't, if they lose one of these next 2 games, that gives Tennessee the opportunity to end the season with a win against the Texans, who probably won't be playing for anything and may want to rest guys. And, if they win that game, they get in. Regardless of what they do, they can lose 52-0 to the Saints tomorrow. But if they win that final game and the Steelers go 1-1, they would have the tiebreaker advantage because of conference, strength of victory, all these different things that come into play in the AFC. So it's there for the Steelers, but you got to control that destiny and win that game tomorrow and then win in Baltimore next week. I want to give a couple shout-outs first to Duquesne basketball because they won again. They're 10-0. They beat Austin Peay tonight. And, yes, I realize it's non-conference basketball. And, yes, I realize some of their hardest games are coming up in conference. But still, they have not started 10-0 since 1953-54. That puts it all in perspective, I suppose. And that year they started 22-0. They're not going to do that this year. But 10-0 is quite a beginning for Keith Dambrot and his team. So congrats to them. We saw Pitt win last night. They got one more game coming up against Canisius, and then they open up ACC play. I want to give a shout-out also to Slippery Rock quarterback Roland Rivers III because he was the Harlan Hill Trophy winner. That is like the Heisman for Division II. He was outstanding this year for Slippery Rock. They almost won the whole thing, but they got clobbered in the finale. But they got there, and they hosted that game against Minnesota State. Over 5,160 passing yards, 52 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. I mean, that guy was outstanding. Roland Rivers III, congratulations on that outstanding accomplishment. We're going to open up the phone lines and take your calls here. So if you have something you want to talk about, let me know. It's 412-575-2600. This is the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. And we're coming back right after this. The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, putting new roofs on Pittsburgh homes for over 25 years. Call Ireland Contracting at 1-800-NEW-ROOF.